Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jemima. Today we are going to be talking about the questions that you should ask yourself before you get involved in extracurriculars, especially as a medical student. Without further ado, if that's what you're here for, let's get started. The first question that you should ask yourself is, what are your grades like? Are you actually struggling to get these grades? You need to ask yourself this question so that you would know where you stand and the amount of work that needs to be put in for you to be able to balance your extracurricular activities with your academic activities. The second question that you should ask yourself, in no particular order of course, is how far are you in your studies? Are you behind the lecturer, or you are ahead of the lecturer, or you are studying alongside the lecturer? You need to have this information so that you would know how much work that needs to be done for you to be able to catch up with balancing your extracurricular activities with your academic activities. The next question that you should ask yourself is, how many hours of the day is required of you in this extracurricular activity that you want to get involved in? You need to know this so that you will be able to arrange yourself to know how many hours you would allocate to these extracurricular activities and how many hours that you put into your academic activities. Please take note that I have a full video on tips and tricks for combining medical school with extracurricular activities. I talked about my own personal experience and how I am able to combine it all. If you've not seen it, please go see it before watching this. I'll put the link up for you. The next question that you should ask yourself is your motivation. What exactly is making you go for this activity, or what exactly is making you get involved in extracurricular activities? Believe me, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being 100% medical student. It doesn't make you less of a human being, doesn't make you less of a doctor. If you're going into these extracurricular activities just because everybody's doing it, or just because motivational speakers are telling you that you should not be 100% medical student, you are going in for the wrong reasons. Make sure it is an activity that you enjoy doing. Make sure it's something that you actually want to do. Ask yourself if this is exactly what you want to do. Ask yourself if you are happy carrying out these extracurricular activities. Please do not get involved in extracurricular activities for the wrong reasons. So make sure you know what exactly is your motivation for getting involved in these activities. The next question that you should ask yourself is, what are the requirements to be involved in these extracurricular activities? Ask yourself if you have the requirements. If you want to learn how to bake, do you have the money to buy the ingredients for baking? Don't get yourself involved in any extracurricular activity that is going to stress you out. Medical school is enough stress. So any extracurricular activity that you do not have the ability to do will give you extra stress. The last but not the least question you should ask yourself is, do you actually have a free time? Check your studies, check every other thing you're doing, your time with your loved ones and everything. Do you still have a free time to be able to get involved in these extracurricular activities? Any extracurricular activity that will distract you from your studies is not the extracurricular activity that you should be involved in. So make sure it's something that you will be able to do, and alongside have time for your academic activities, because you need to be a medical student first before you're able to get involved in other things. Once you lose the admission as a medical student, you have lost it all. With all this said, I have a book that I really recommend. I have read that book and I believe it's going to help you, especially if you're a medical student that want to be involved in politics as well. My chief, Dr. Ebong, wrote that book, and he wrote all the experiences that he had while as a medical student. Imagine, as a medical student, he had traveled to Geneva, traveled to different countries alongside other political ambitions that he had, that he was able to achieve while he was a medical student, and he never ever failed any course in medical school. Mark my words. So he wrote all these and tips on how you can combine medical school with extracurricular activities, most especially with politics. I am not going to recommend something that I have not read. I have read it myself and it really changed my life. So check the description box. I'm going to drop details on how you can get that book. With all this said, I have distinction tips and tricks playlist. If you're interested in getting distinctions while in medical school, I'll put the link up for you. I remain your girl Jemima. Bye.